What's up, YouTube? It's FitzBro, and we've got a casted game we are doing live on the ladder right now. This is DauT. He's back, and he is playing the Abbasid Dynasty over here up against Snoopa, playing as the French. We're using this beautiful UI. This is one of the mods you can actually download if you go to the mod library in the game. And if players are playing custom games, which these guys must have been scrimmaging or something, or perhaps they're playing in one of the tournaments, you're able to actually observe and have this beautiful overlay. This isn't anything extra. So kind of cool. It's my first time actually casting with this overlay. So let me know down in the comment section what you think about this. Twitch chat, let me know what you think. Okay, so Snoopa playing as the French over here on the southwest side. He is the yellow French versus DauT's purple Abbasid. And DauT, of course, a professional Age of Empires 2 player. He's already qualified for the Red Bull Wololo event. And he's been playing some AoE4. I think he's trying to qualify in both from what I hear. So he is going to make a run for it. And he's playing the Abbasid. Let's see how he opens. He opened with the sheep and then to gold. And he's got his House of Wisdom and a lumber camp. Is he going to maybe only do food? Looks like perhaps he's only going to do a total of 4 on gold. Yeah, so he did the 3 on gold and then went to wood. So interesting opening there. We'll be watching that closely because, you know, I like to play some Abbasid. And over here, we've got Snoopa playing as the French, going for that food, going for that gold. Pretty standard opening. And then probably going to be pulling some pressure. So, you know what they say, just make spears. They stop knights, so we'll see. Can DauT stop Snoopa's early pressure? I'm assuming he's going to put out here. Okay, so I'm going to just play around with this UI a little bit here. What does that do? Oh, it flips the side. Okay, it's fine where it is. What does this one do? Oh, that just puts it... Okay, that just gets rid of it. Okay, pretty cool. What an awesome mod. Thank you so much, the creator of this. I can't remember the name, but it's on the mod library when you download it. But pretty cool, just making this for the community to try out. So for custom games, pretty good, huh? Pretty good. I like it. Okay, so DauT is aging up there about the 2-minute 40-second mark. A little bit slower. You can usually age up about right before 2:30 is Abbasid, but that's still a pretty solid time, to be honest. Okay, so interesting doing the 3 gold opening. It'll be we'll have to watch and see if he goes for wheelbarrow and when he gets his timing on his wheelbarrow and fresh foodstuffs, but maybe he's going to skip out on it. I don't like skipping it, but some people do what they do. DauT's a professional RTS player, so you know, he could have a strategy for this. Okay, so we've got School of Cavalry. Nothing really groundbreaking over here for the French. Of course, we're here on, this is Dry Arabia, right? Yeah, this is Dry Arabia. Our deer, we got one down in the south, so north for Snoopa, southeast and berries. Oh, this would be a great town center spot. Look at this. Oh, this is a juicy town center spot. 2 gold veins, sheep, or deer and berries. Yum, yum. Okay, so he does have wheelbarrow coming in, so he went for that. Let's keep an eye on his gold. You want to mine this down to 3,625 to have enough for your fresh foodstuffs. But you're also going to want a little bit of extra gold so that you can upgrade your spearmen when you're up against French. So something to consider. That is now cheaper and faster. I can't remember the exact amount, so we'll look at it when he builds his barracks there. I can't remember the exact number because it just recently changed in the last week. Okay, so we've got a house being dropped down there for DauT. So working on and connecting all his buildings for that golden age. Keep an eye on this gold up here. This overlay is so awesome. It's different from the overlays I've used with the EGC TV and the typical like casting overlay. So just gonna have to get used to seeing what's going on. I don't know what the zeros mean there. 0 scout, then there's a 1. Not sure exactly what that means, but sure, maybe that's what's in Q or something. We'll figure it out. I'm sure somebody knows. Someone smarter than me. Okay, so he's got that barracks going on. So he's up against French. You can't just go straight for a second town center. You got to put a barracks down. You got to have some spearmen, and that's exactly what he's doing. So we've got a barracks. Okay, there. Okay, it's 35 gold in order to upgrade your spearmen. So now, mistake. Uh-oh. He forgot to get his extra gold. Oh, that is going to haunt. That is going to haunt. Boy, if Snoopa's planning on rushing, he's going to be happy about this. Now, I'm not seeing any early archery ranges out of Snoopa. Sometimes they go for it super early on. Well, he probably it's still too early. Okay. He's going for. I thought he's going for second TC. That's what's going on here. I was like, this is a little bit passive. So he's gonna be going for that second TC. Gonna be looking to just outboom the Abbasid, and his rating should be pretty good here since DauT has missed out on the gold he needs. Only needs 35 of it, but he doesn't have it. Upgrade these spearmen. But DauT should be able to get a second town center since Snoopa is kind of playing, you know, for French, it's pretty passive, right? He only's got one knight out here, no archers coming to back it up. But villagers might be in some trouble. You can have all the spearmen you want, but you can't stand there. Okay, one villager does go down, so that's a successful raid. So, and not only that, delaying the stone gathering of DauT, and that going to be that second town center. Okay, in comes the knight again for another raid. Oh my god, it's going to get another villager. That one's got 1 HP. So Snoopa, a micro machine. And these spearmen, they still aren't upgraded. Okay, he did pull one villager back and has got it. So he's going to get the upgrade, but I think he'll probably... See, where's that villager? Oh, he pulled him back. He knew. He's back there under the town center. Okay, so DauT still on one town center. Typically want to be trying to work to that second one by now, past the 6-minute, 30-second mark. Knight's coming in to do another raid, but now those spearmen are going to be ready. I think they're upgraded. Yeah, they're upgraded. I guess they're early spearmen in the Dark Age. Yeah, these knights can just run you around. So behind this, Snoopa is just booming up. And he almost got that villager. But he'll be back for him, that's for sure. Oh, no. Okay, so I think he's only lost one villager so far. He's still on one town center. Snoopa also still on one town center, but he almost has the stone he needs to... Oh, you hate to see it. Okay, that's 2 villagers that have been killed so far. Okay, he's got some spearmen set up. Ideally, you want to have another town center down by now. French will outscale you if they get ahead of you in town centers. But they're going to pay more food for their villagers, so this is something to consider. Okay, Snoopa has the stone he needs to drop a second town center, and here comes his villagers. He's going to drop them right there on the deer. Nice little brace there, the spearman stopping that. Look, he gets some good damage on these. And one thing DauT knows, having only seen like a few knights and no archers by now, is he knows, I mean, you should know that French is up to something. He's probably booming. If he's only brought in a few knights, not a single archer. Okay, so villager's going to drop that town center in that juicy spot we noticed earlier. DauT saw it too. He's hungry. There it is. That's going to be I don't think you get any better than this. Maybe some wood would sweeten the deal, but this is pretty good. So only going to go 2 town centers. Typically, like if you see that French is going 2 town centers, you want to go 3 town centers. Because they'll just stay in age 2 against you. Which is not too bad for Abbasid. They got their phalanx. You can make a spearman and horseman army and overwhelm them typically. And looks like Snoopa has 2 archery ranges now, so he can start making archers, but I don't think he's trained any yet. But he's also he's seen that, okay, this is the 8 minutes and 30-second mark, and he's just now getting his second town center up. And you can see that, you know, only 812 stone is left on that stone cropping, so he's only got 2 TC, so... I mean, if Snoopa wants to be really greedy, he'd go for a 3rd one. I don't think he will. That would be crazy greedy. Now he's pulled off. Okay. Got 2 town centers. That's going to be fine. He's just probably going to work towards aging up now, I would imagine. But he could play aggressive. Let's see. Archer's coming out, so I think he is going to play some H2 play here. And look to just poke in on these food sources likely. This town center is only going to hold 10 villagers, so if he runs by here, there's 3 spearmen, but if he can take those out, he can pick up some villagers there. Maybe do some distractions to the north is what he's trying to do. Yep, he's got a scout out there with his knight. Let's see what that knight can see. Oh, we're in the wrong perspective. Oh, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Okay, so we've got... Yeah, he's not going to get anything up there. Spearman. DauT's done a good job of spreading his spearmen out throughout his base. I like this a lot. Look, he's got spearmen just kind of all over his base. So, very nice. His archers are going to struggle to get some value. He can see it with that scout, so something to consider. He can see exactly, like, okay, there's lots of archers. He probably wants to either... I don't know, in this situation, it'd be really risky. He needs to either focus on aging up really soon or making a defense against all this, because these archers are probably going to be pushing in here soon, I would imagine. Okay, so we got some stables. So yeah, he got double stables. So he's gonna go with a bunch of horsemen and spears, which is good. There aren't a ton of knights, and there's some low HP knights at that. He's already got a ton of spearmen essentially, so he's doing good in the spearman department. He just needs to get a bunch of horsemen. And Snoopa can see that. Oh, but losing the knight, not good. So he's got these archers, but DauT's not even using those berries right now. Okay, there's those archers. Oh, they're gonna pick up the spearmen for free though, but he kind of has an idea. Okay, these spearmen are coming. He is gathering gold. Is that for upgrades or the age? Hard to say at the moment. It's got, looks like 19 villagers on food. Horseman gonna run out though. He can kind of just A-move all this, right? It's gonna be a, okay, microing the horseman back. He's gonna go around and he's gonna go up against those archers. There we go. Spearman just running in. And there we go. Nice around. This is a great fight for DauT to take. And this is what you want when you're playing Abbasid. You want to get in a situation where it's like, okay, you want to take a decisive fight that you can win. Some nice micro there from Snoopa, but it's probably not going to be enough. Looks like those archers and Royal Knights going to be running away. Horsemen are faster than the Knights, so I'm going to pick off some stuff. Now, part of this is Snoopa played greedy, right? He went second town center. He could have a larger army if he had just focused out spamming units, but he's invested a considerable amount back at home. But while doing that, DauT, he's also invested in his second town center. His villagers are cheaper. He can really spam out some units here. He needs to be careful here because DauT can really apply some pressure. But now DauT's at a crossroad. He's won a fight. Is he going to age up or is he going to keep pressing? And it looks like he's going to keep pressing. He currently has 700 gold in the bank. So at that point, I would say, yeah, maybe you should really consider aging there because that gold is going to be hard to spend at this point. He's making a ram. And I find in my experience, every time I make rams, I lose games. So let's see if DauT can pull this off. Now, there isn't a huge army for Snoopa, but he is training archers back up. He can turtle back and be just fine here. Okay, so this, I don't know. And he's added some spearmen in. This is when it gets trickier, when there's spearmen in the mix now with the French archers, spears, and knights. Here comes that ram. Let's see what it targets and if DauT can get enough with this. Of course, the rams only cost 250 wood now to build. Okay, so DauT, he is going to be aging up. So he can play in some pressure while aging. Let's see how this goes for him. Honestly, he could just jam all these spears and horsemen in here and just take out this town center really quickly if he wants. There's that army. He's going to micro around. He's got his spearmen dancing back and forth. He wants to get in the archers, but he sees how many spearmen are there. Oh boy, and he is going to take the fight. Looks like the horsemen, there's a lot of running back and forth, but this archer's been laying out quite an amount of damage. I think he will, well, let's see, Snoopa might be able to save this town center. He could pop out with this. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so knights still have a lot of HP. If he can take out all those spearmen, those knights can take a lot of damage. Okay, here come those villagers coming out to engage that battering ram. Town center down to 848 HP. And I think Snoopa will hold on this fight now within town center range. DauT's army is taking a little bit of fire. And all in all, DauT lost his army. Snoopa lost a few units, but for him, now he's just neutralized and knows that, okay, DauT really doesn't have a whole lot of a standing army. And he even saved his town center. So, I don't know. I feel like DauT either needed to invest more in that push or maybe needed to pull back. But it was kind of an in-between, and I kind of could tell with like a medium, small-sized army, you're just not going to have enough to take out this amount of production. His eco has been set up, so he's really got what he needs to spam out some units. But DauT is aging up now. So, you know, so that's fine. I didn't want those trash units anyways. I'm just going to make man-arms and lancers, perhaps. Let's see what he does. It looks like we've got some additional barracks. We got some stables, 3 barracks, and maybe like lancer heavy with like a camel or 2 in there. Could be what he does. Okay, we got some spearmen coming out. It's very interesting. Look at the counts of the way they have done this in the UI. So you can see the 63 villagers for DauT, the 57 for Snoopa. So DauT's in a nice spot there. Let's see. One to make sure he's still in 2 town centers. Yes, he is in 2 town centers. So Snoopa's probably got to age. Is he aging up? Not yet. So DauT's in a good position here. fight. I mean, he did still kill a lot of Snoopa's army with that, and his eco's doing good. Now he's just kind of sitting back. Looks like he's getting his moss, gonna be grabbing some relics. Uh-oh, in come those knights, though, to start to work on that villager count. And right away, we got some villagers taking some damage. No textiles on those yet. Only 50 HP. Uh-oh. We got another knight here. Picking off a villager on the wood line. Will he get away? He's so close. But there isn't room at the end. These villagers are going to be caught without shelter. And now I feel like there's going to be a little bit more raiding. I don't know if he needs to put his spearmen back in his resources lines, but these knights are looking to pick up some villagers. They're going to be running around. They are cruising. Look at that villager count. Very similar now, especially if he picks off a few more villagers here. Snoopa will be doing just fine. Boom, down goes some villagers. Still no textiles in yet. But then on the other side, DauT doing some raiding of his own. But there are spearmen there to catch him. I don't think he's going to be able to get those villagers. So he loses his horsemen. Looks like DauT was able to hold off the raids in his base. But villager count's very, very even right now. Snoopa, though, still in the second age. French is not in a terrible spot being second age. But we got some spearmen. Looks like he's going to be making another push for that town center. Lately, I've been saying that, like, I feel like that the Rams just typically don't do enough value and die too easily. Like, I'd rather just put down additional barracks and, you know, get additional spearmen and take it out versus make the squishy battering ram and, you know, idle my army and all that. But I don't know. What do you guys think about Rams? Do you like them, dislike them? They're definitely cheaper and easier to get now, but they still seem like they're doing a lot. But without any resistance here, Rams gonna be quite effective. So down goes that town center. Looks like he's going to be able to take that completely out, but he is aging up with the Royal Institute, which is going to have those great Imperial Age upgrades there for the French here, nice and early. And it sounds like relics are already being picked out on the map for DauT. So DauT in a good position, taking out that second town center. Should help him climb ahead in the villager lead for right now. Ram moving in. But Snoopa looks like he's aging and kind of waiting to take this engagement for right now. Being idle because he's on berries up to the north at the moment. Knights charging in, but Ram not really taking a whole lot of damage there. Lots of spearmen, holy cow. Now, there's archers in this mix, and DauT does not have any archers, so if Snoopa can micro this right, those archers can keep picking up spearmen. But again, these are veteran units versus the unupgraded units of Snoopa at the moment. He knows he's hit age up, so he's trying to force this fight before Snoopa gets his units upgraded. But Snoopa jamming a bunch of spearmen in there, and those archers still picking off more spearmen. Are there any man-at-arms in there? No, don't look at any man-at-arms, but I think DauT's going to take this fight, and he's taking out a house right now. Will that house Snoopa? No, not yet. Targeting towns there, that's not going to do much. He probably wants to target these instead. And, okay. Again, I think Snoopa will hold this, but it'll be the matter of he's down a town center right now. Can he recover? Can he break out? As we're looking at the villager counts for now, 80 for DauT and 63 for Snoopa. And he's starting to take out some villagers right now. I mean, Snoopa might possibly tap. It looks like he's lost some. He lost a considerable number of villagers up north. His villagers are also idled on his food line. So DauT is in a very strong position at the moment. Let's look at town center wise, just seeing if he dropped a third or something crazy. But he's grabbing those relics. DauT's economy is going to be snowballing out of control now. He can start just rallying lancers all over the place. Looks like Snoopa has responded by training the Arbitrier, those French unique crossbows. But okay, here he goes. DauT going to be dropping a keep. Let's see if this bad boy gets built. I don't think there's going to be any chance of stopping that. Snoopa really doesn't have a standing army. So this is going to be what he needs to stop it. Okay, let's see. We got 9 villagers. Now, I like to, when I'm dropping a keep in an enemy base, I usually take like 15 or 20. I don't like to mess around. 9 would be a little risky. It's still a good amount of villagers to have, and with not a whole lot of resistance from Snoopa, should be just fine. Snoopa being raided to the north. Looks like we got some lancers and knights squaring off. But I feel like Snoopa is just going to be Gonna run out of resources over time here. And there we go. He taps out, and DauT taking the victory against French with the Abbasid Dynasty. Very clean game there for DauT, and fun seeing some Abbasid versus French action. As always, let me know what you think about this cast of game. Particularly, let me know what you think about this sweet overlay. We're able to use it when it's a custom game. Unfortunately, still can't on the ladder, but a fun new tool to have. So thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.